The List, a novella by Dan Mason. Dedication. To the victims who never saw justice, to the whistleblowers, the truth-tellers, and the nameless dead, to every file that was buried, every folder that was shredded, and every hand that reached for the light and got burned. We will not stop asking. We will not stop watching. We will not stop writing. Disclaimer. This novella is a work of fiction. The characters, events, institutions, and scenarios depicted are entirely imagined or dramatized for storytelling purposes. While real names of public figures, agencies, and locations are sometimes used for narrative effect, their portrayal here is fictionalized. It should not be interpreted as factual or representative of their real-world conduct, affiliations, or beliefs. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or to actual events, past or present, is purely coincidental or used satirically. The content is intended to provoke thought rather than to accuse, defame, or make any real-world allegations. This story is written in jest, an exercise in political and cultural commentary protected under the principles of free speech and artistic expression. Reader discretion is advised, and if you're in the story, relax. It's just a joke. Introduction. In a world where justice has become selective, where intelligence agencies operate behind veils and under code names, and where the elite live by a different set of rules, the truth is not uncovered by institutions. It is hunted down by the few who still have a conscience. The List is not just a story about Jeffrey Epstein. It is about what happens when the machinery of power turns on itself, when the very agencies tasked with protecting truth and freedom become its greatest threat. This novella is a fictionalized account based on real figures, facts, and speculation. Names have been kept where necessary. Fates have been assigned where facts are obscured. And the questions at its center are the same questions millions around the world still ask. Who was protected? Why? And what will it cost to know the truth? This is not just a spy story. This is a funeral for the silence. Chapter 1. Dead Men Don't Leak. Washington, D.C., June 2025. The file was supposed to be gone, burned, buried, denied, but now it had a heartbeat. Inside a locked NSA data silo under Fort Meade, a senior systems analyst stared at the screen with a shaking hand. He leaned closer, his heart pounding as the name Epstein Client Ledger, redacted.bin, blinked back at him like a ghost from the abyss. He didn't move for 7 seconds. Then he clicked it, encrypted, fragmented, but not gone. And that meant somebody had lied. Chapter 2. Kash Patel's Dilemma. FBI Director Kash Patel stood on the 10th floor of the Hoover Building, reading the brief with his jaw clenched. He knew this day would come. Since taking over in February, his desk had been flooded with half-truths, redacted briefs, and swamp-spun nonsense. Now the NSA had something. Not the complete Epstein list, but a skeleton of it. Names, dates, GPS pings, payment records, hotel reservations, more than metadata, less than full evidence. But enough to spark a war. Patel didn't trust the DOJ, not under Bondi, not anymore. He picked up the red phone. Activate Gray Cell, quiet pull from Langley, eyes only op, and get me Rachel Finn at Mossad. Chapter 3. The Woman in the Wall. Rachel Finn hadn't slept since she left Tel Aviv. Mossad's unofficial Epstein division, nicknamed Nesher, the Vulture, had eyes on this case for years. Epstein had ties to Israeli intelligence, old favors, financial fronts, human assets embedded in American firms. But Rachel wasn't here to preserve history. She was here to scorch it. Her sources said the CIA had the original client list, not in digital form, not even on paper, but burned into the mind of one man, Agent William Fatel, codenamed Bishop. She boarded the black van waiting outside Reagan National. The game was on. Chapter 4. Tammy Carter's Vault. Tammy Carter wasn't a myth. She was a rogue.